Alright, and we're back. I've hit next turn from last episode, and, yep, another failed attack there. Sadly, not taking out any of them. But, oh, whatever. Fortunately, none of this matters. Because it's province defense, so it's just whatever. The Demon Knight has claimed the Throne of War. Well, that's interesting. Viceman, twice born. Yeah, dire portent. Okay. Nabas doing crap. Ulm's the Troll King is theirs. Alright. Dominion in turmoil. Shadowland, yeah. Neat. Didn't work out for him though. And we found one. Okay, cool. Yep. Alright. So recently I ended up updating my Dominions Enhanced. I was running 1.31 to put it in perspective, and it's already at 1.72. So we'll see if that causes any issues down the road if I have to start a new one. If I do have to start a new one, I will take requests on which one I should do. But for now, I'll just set that up to claim the water. I don't think Fascia's gonna start anything, but who knows. Thief of Fortune. Okay. Gonna have to dispel that as well. Do I have dispel? That's a good question, actually. I might do that just for shits and giggles. Go ahead. Put 200 gems into the dispel. It's an extra 170, so we'll see how that works out. Alright, now you need this Tree Lord staff. So now you summon even more Vinemen. Vinemen are nice because they don't need to eat, so you can just spam them infinitely. They are magic, unfortunately, so only mages can command them, but, you know, hey. These guys can just get the crowds together. So there's that. Alternatively, those crowns of command. But it's neither here nor there. Alright, this place has a lab, which means you guys are getting cauldrons. Which should, yeah, ameliorate the supply issues here. As much as I would love to summon an Apandatara this turn, no. We are going to do this that way. Another recruitment point lock. That is coming back to bite me, honestly. Alright. After this summon allies, he's going to go on research. So, yeah. We're just slowly amassing troops here. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with that eventually. Because we've been throwing enough crap at it that I feel like eventually we'll get to it. Don't you love all those qualifiers? But yeah. How hard I try, I cannot get a fucking breach on these guys here. In fairness, all I have are kappas, which, while good, this isn't exactly, you know, what they're here for. It's neat. There's a thought. A thought probably worthwhile. Oh no, I already cast Twiceborn with you. That's why you're on defense. Got it. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Yeah. Leviathans are neat, but they're underwater only, so don't really matter to me. Could do reanimation for more long dead. I think Dominion's Enhanced fixed that, so Shinuyama has National Long Dead. I could be wrong about that. Let's go ahead and give you a Crown of Command. So now you can command at least some of these Vine Men. We'll stick you all the way in the front. Immediately attack closest. A line of archers behind. Fire and keep distance. And then Gabo sparse line. Hold and attack closest. Of course, from the looks of it, yeah, I need 5 more of them and a bunch more of them. Though, granted, I can hold a lot more than that because Crown of Command. Yeah. Sadly, having it artificially inflated to that level does not give him the buffs that it would for if he had that naturally. And you never really realize how many Gabos you can spam until you start really trying to. Any hoodle, of course, with an army that big, you need an enormous cauldron of broth. And you know what? We'll go ahead and stack that for maximum supply reduction. Because the biggest armies need that. Right? That was this turn, so next turn you stop. Otherwise, let's look around here. Another castle. That's a lot of ghosts and banes and whatnot. A huge manticore as well, apparently. That's a thing. Are you not? No, you're not. Okay. That explains why the info I get from you guys is so limited. I keep questioning what's going on here, because, like, these few keep, like, flipping ownership, like, every turn, whether I'm there, all depending on whether or not I'm there at the moment. Which is, I mean, it's something. You. Just continue to crank out more troops. Because, unfortunately, no matter how much I might wish it was otherwise, my troops don't win in a straight-up fight against, well, any of the people I'm up against. TNT's troops will probably, they're good troops, I should say. Not necessarily any of their troops, but their good troops will easily beat mine in a fight. Yeah, this is a problem and just too much for what I can do. Now, I should probably be building more castles and temples than I am, realistically. Like, that's not a bad spot for one, actually. Yeah. Because always need more, yeah, so actually, you'll go there. Yeah. Right, I just recently shipped troops out, so actually I don't really need this, because, well, I still have a guy. Nice thing is all these summon okamis, they are magically attuned, but they're not inherently magical beings, meaning regular commanders can use them. So they're actually worthwhile spawn chaff, in that regard. Whereas, like, the Vine Men, they need a magical commander of some kind. Let's see, I might want to make a few more miraculous cure-alls. It's not a bad call. She could also use a Moonvine Bracelet, actually. That'd bump her up to Nature 7. But it's a giant. Okay. Like, what's the range? 4 and not through seas. Okay. So I don't think I can hit anything with that, honestly. I mean, it's neat, don't get me wrong, but right, okay. Go ahead and try and get that to happen, because all I have is that Gift of Health on the board, which actually might be knocked out by this, but, you know, if the Dispel works, it'll be fine. Research, I guess. That's, you know, neat and all, but you know what? Yeah, summon a Mound Fiend. Now then, you. Oh, I like you. You don't even need a Skull Staff. I can just have you Hide Heart normally. He, however, does need a Skull Staff. Who's got one? You to Kinmodo. Thank you. So you can go ahead and cast Hide Heart. Everyone needs to be immortal so they don't fucking get a million afflictions and just become useless. Harsh, but it's what it is. Alright. Yeah, you, Since you're out in the provinces, I'll have you guys cast Twiceborn, honestly. It's not an ideal solution, especially since it does make them undead, which means they're banishable. But, you know, it's something. It's better than no precautions. Is how I'd look at it at this point. Continuing spam. Prepping. Yeah. Like, I don't like that, but I don't feel threatened by that, so it's fine. Like, they have no water troops, so I'm not worried about them attempting a play like I'm worried about Naba making a play. Because Naba has repeatedly. And I can't get any of my good troops to Naba at the moment, so I basically just have to shrug and take it. Like, we're at an impasse. They can't kill me, I can't kill them. If that ever changes, I will panic, but, you know. Why do I have 2 armies here? Why do I have so many soulless here? Right, I had cast some sort of death ritual that did that. I forget what it was. It was one of these guys who did it. It was just because there was corpses here. So, hey, free undead legion, right? Actually, you guys are all poor amphibians, aren't you? Yeah. In that case, off you go. We're just gonna keep spamming troops, and eventually I'll be able to overrun this place. Eventually. This place is just on repeat recruitment of good archers for now. I'll work out everything else later. Oh boy. This is not good. I just have so much crap to keep track of. And it's like, golly gee, I sure hope I did. And not, you know, have to worry about a ton of stuff. What? What the hell? Okay. Yep, and then there's some more of that. Which I wouldn't mind just sending those guys to deal with, honestly. But another time. Actually, do you guys have mountain? You do have mountains, so you can just go. Oh, right, that's not the problem. That's why I'm recruiting one here. Right. Alright. Might as well start churning out gobbo spears, because what else am I going to do with the... Could go bandit spears. It doesn't... being in a mixed regiment like that doesn't seem to affect him, which is good. Kinmitsu is at full XP, so I might want to put that back. But then what do I give him? I could give him the box. Or I could give him a ring. I could put a ring on it. He has the bow, actually, so I'll go ahead and give him these boots of quickness. Like, because that'll let him shoot twice around, which is useful. When his single shot is 13 shots, so that's 26 arrows out of him alone, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's not as accurate as my boys, but it's something. Alright, I guess that's going to do it for the turn, so I will see you guys next turn. Alright, and we're back. I need to try to be a bit quicker about this stuff because, well, there's that. 2 more people cast global enchantments. Okay. So now Aramor is calling the Wild Hunt. Alright. What the fuck? The fuck did Oceania do? Well, we're at war with them now, I guess. How the fuck are they getting that much? Okay, these boatswains are actually mages. That's fair, but how are these guys getting so many goddamn kills? How are none of my people killing them? Alright, where is that I just lost? Okay. That's problematic. You, who has been twice born. You, who has also been twice born? Yes. You guys are going to go deal with that. And skill, Phoenix and Earth Power. Nah, I don't want to bother. I'm not giving them any of that stuff, so there's no point. Iron Skin. A good body wouldn't be bad, but could have them be throwing Banefire darts or bolts of unlife. Alternatively, at that point, yeah, just spam Horde of Skeletons. Actually, since we're doing it that way, we don't need Phoenix Power here. Because that gives just fire resistance and fire magic. We do still want Earth Power, because Earth Power gives Earth Magic up, which we're not using in fairness, but Reinvigoration 4, which means they regen more fatigue, which means they can keep casting longer. That said, we could just cast Fireball. That's not bad. But why bother when you can just, you know. Horde of Skeletons. Alright, now you. You actually put me in a bit of a bind because you don't have Death 3, so you'd still take, like, go down here, 2 Horde of Skeletons. You can still cast it, but you'll notice the fatigue cost is 40. So for our other friend there, the fatigue cost is 20 because he's a level above. If I understand how that works, right? If not, feel free to correct me in the comments. Whatever. Um, if someone would, that'd actually be great because that would, let me know. Um, I might have him start spamming. Yeah, since he's doing those, I might. That will make him a level 3 fire mage, which is why I can tell him to go ahead and do that. I can only be casting caves, which this won't be. So actually, I might want to keep him closer to the other guy. Come to think, like, keeping them together would not be a bad idea, since they're both trying to do spells. Actually, yeah, I am gonna have him cast Iron Skin as well. Iron Skin's just a good spell. Again, that natural proc 20 makes them go from, proc 14 with the furs to higher. The proc's that high because Earth Magic gives some, and they have some base. So that base will become 20. Then the Earth Magic plus 4 at that point for him, because he's gonna be Earth 4. And so, yeah. Oh, no, that is factored into Nat Proc, so now all this will just be 20, but that's still 20. And then he's got his extra 7 from the furs. So the overall total is going to be like 21, 22. Send the Undead Legions. Let's actually put these guys a little bit to the south. Have you attack closest, put you guys even further to the south, and have you attack rear. And I think we'll be good. I do need to change this, though. I need to change all of this, especially since he's the prophet. He can just cast that. I think he's the only one, too, that you can, that I can bless anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And, honestly, for him, he's probably just gonna animate skeletons. He's just a level 1 death mage, and I'm not giving him death gems, so he's honestly not that useful. Where should I put him? I'll put him, I don't know, down here. Like, the problem with him is it's I don't want to put him too far forward, because if I put him too far forward, he's at risk, which I really don't want, because the whole point of this is to claim this throne. But if he's too far back, then the battle will basically be over by the time his stuff happens. Okay, so basically he hit this coastline with bullshit. That was that ghost ship armada. Yeah. It's all armadas are defeated. It'll dissipate. Well, I got some of it. I took out one of them. So that's going to be a thing. I do need to get moving on these episodes, though. Because I really do need to get on that. Yep. Okay, so that was strong enough to dispel Naba's whatever. Aramore's Wild Hunt superseded somebody else's Wild Hunt. And it looks like Naba lost all of their stuff, which is nice. Also, we need to get you back to forging rings of you, because you're the only one who can do that. So forge rings of wizardry. to buff all of my mages. Alright, so you boys cast Hide Heart. Go back to researching for now. You just take monthly forging on that. You already have a Moonvine bracelet. Okay. But yeah, your nature's 6, so I can do basically anything I need to do with that. So she could cast End the Deep Slumber, Day of the Terror, Fairy Court. Actually, Fairy Court's not a bad one. Skilled in Nature and Air, from just level 5 Nature spell. So that's a good way to get into that. Can't do that, but that's because she's not in one of those areas. She could do Dragon Master. Gives her bonuses when summoning dragons and dragon accessories. For her, I think the only one she has access to, if she has access to it, because I'm not seeing it right now, is Wervins. But I guess Wervins are air, at least somewhat air, and she is not air. So yeah, I guess not. Well, that's unfortunate, but I don't know. Just what it be. I will go ahead and cast Fairy Court though. Now Masakata, you can technically hold more troops, but is there a reason to? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I think you're good as you are. So we will go ahead and ship you out. The question now becomes where? And that's a tricky question to answer. So they're content to leave the border alone. Abyssia's not really focusing the border with me, which is good. I don't want trouble with Abyssia just yet. If it comes to that, I will happily take the fight to him, but that's not a situation I want to be in just yet. So, yeah, Uruk, because this is Middle Age, so it is Uruk, is definitely at war with Kylum, just from that exchange. Yeah, let's go ahead and go there with this army. I think at this point, our primary war focus should be Tianchi. It's just how it be. It's just what's going on and where we're at. So yeah, we're gonna start churning out Gabos. Well, continue to churn out Gabos, I guess. Pull that up. Like, at this point, it's just very dicey along the front. I don't like the situation, but what can you do? Well, I suppose that's it for this episode. Like, this whole front's just kind of stalled now that I've accepted that this war will go nowhere. It's not a conclusion I want. Don't get me wrong. It's just what it is. You know? Like, for all that I wanna just take the fight to Naba and wipe him out, it's not in the cards. It's just not. Unfortunately. I could turn on Banner Log, but again, no point making enemies just yet. I'm a methodical one at a time sort of person, so I don't see like I could get into a war with Relay right now. I could start pulling troops up here because I can get decent troops on this border. Yeah, I am gonna start recruiting those because poison barbs. These are nice troops. Um, but like, because the thing is, I could start pushing Relay. I doubt very much that I'd win in the long run, but I could start pushing Relay. I could start pushing Tianchi, which really I'm surprised war hasn't broken out over this throne. Granted, it's a shit throne, but still a throne. You still need all of them to win. So, alright, and now we have Kane up here. That's a surprise that is frozen in summer. In late summer, it's already frozen. So if Kane can move quickly here, we can actually hop across and try our luck there. And yeah, as my scout is, yeah, they've lost most all their troops, so Kane should actually be able to wrap that up pretty easily. This is a lot less certain, especially with the Hydromancer there, but it's what it is. And, yeah. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that goes next time. Oh, wait, no. No, you can't research yet. I need you to summon in a Pondatara so I can get these boys out of here. As much as I can, anyway. What with this massive recruitment point lock? That's coming to bite me. I don't know why, because it's not like any of my scales were... Oh, I took Sloth. Why did I take Sloth? But that doesn't affect recruitment points. The only thing that affects recruitment points is Order Turmoil. Oh well. I don't think I took Sloth. It might have been a cast of somebody. Whatever. Yeah, I will see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.